Yeah, my name is Belinda Raji, and I'm just going to share with you my natural journey and what I've been through. And I'm actually a film and media studies teacher. So before I tell you about my journey, I'm going to show you a clip. And the reason why I'm showing this clip is because for A-level media studies, we teach a unit called emotional response. Now, are you getting the clip ready? Yeah, don't play it yet though. Now, emotional responses to films can manifest themselves in the way the director constructs the film, so through the sound, through the camera work, but also your emotional response can be affected by something that you have personally gone through. Okay, so before I carry on, I'll just show you this clip. The last one.
Where'd you get that number? You know, was that your girlfriend's address or something?
Oh, my grandma gave me that number in my dreams. Straight 3-8.
Told you sassy Francie gave you
Nah, that woman quit. After I hit the number, that woman was no good.
So what happened?
She said I was cheap because I wouldn't cop her a diamond ring. And on top of that, had the indignation to call me a ball. Good job.
Francie.
Charlie, where's homeboy? Hey, Leno. Yeah. Your man out here waiting on you.
There he is. Hey! Fix to get that first holiday on there, homeboy. You hot like hell? He's here, son. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You in the hands of an expert. I hand was just like yours. Look what he did for me.
Don't scare man no more than scared all the rest. Get his forehead and eyebrow show. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Starts to spin you in the photograph, hold you some more inside, baby. Keep your eyes shut.
You said this was gonna sting, sure?
Yeah.
This ain't right.
Real good. Yeah, real good, don't it?
Yeah, it's all right. You're gonna feel better in a minute.
It's all right, he's a little better. Hold on. I'm on it, but you gotta make it straight.
But I gotta put this on. It's kind of stuck.
It's straight though, I ain't doing this again. I can tell it's laying down. Get off there, man.
That's the thing to do. Go on in here and get loose. A money maker and a heartbreaker every step of the way. That's right. Watch your
Looks like, don't it?
With all through.
Okay, so that was a clip from Spike Lee's 1992 film, Malcolm X. And second slide, please, Michelle. Okay, and this is what Malcolm X says of that process. This was my first really big step towards self-degradation, when I endured all that pain, literally burning my flesh to have it look like a white man's hair. I had joined that multitude of Negro men and women in America who are brainwashed into believing that black people are inferior and white people superior, that they will even violate and mutilate their God-created bodies to try and look pretty by white standards. Now, when I went natural, I wasn't thinking about it that deep. I didn't do it to break any kind of hegemonic Eurocentric ideas of beauty. I did it, next slide please, Michelle, for vanity. Okay, I did it for vanity. My hair started breaking, it started going thin, and I realized that the reason that it was doing that was because of the relaxer and because of me dyeing my hair. So these are various stages. There's me when I was a baby up there. and then this is when my hair was relaxed. And these 3 pictures here was when my hair started breaking, and I started wearing my hair on one side because it was thin, and I was thinking I can cover it up, I can cover it up. And then I thought, you know what, I really love my hair, I need to start thinking about some way to remedy this situation. So next slide please, Michelle. So why I showed you that clip is because films can affect you in different ways at different points in your life according to what you've gone through.
That's right.
When I went back and watched that film again, I wanted to cry. This was after I'd shaved off all my hair, because I'd realised that what I'd been doing was wrong. It was just totally wrong, and it really, really affected me. And here's another quote from Malcolm X. "The black man in America has been colonised mentally. His mind has been destroyed. And today, even though he goes to college, he comes out and still doesn't even know he is a black man. He is ashamed of what he is. He's ashamed because he's ashamed. He is ashamed of what he is because his culture has been destroyed. He has been made to hate his skin. He has been made to hate the texture of his hair. He has been made to hate the features that God gave him." And when I watched that film, those were the kind of things that were going through my mind. And because I teach film, I started analysing it. I was watching the close-ups on the lie and the way he was cutting the potato and the process of it, and this whole thing that they had to go through. And that really affected me. And this image here as well, I think is quite powerful, and that's from a book called The Black Transatlantic Experience. Yeah. Still talking about that one. let me just yeah, so although I cut my hair for superficial reasons, when I did shave it off, I felt a sense of freeness and a sense of letting go of something. And I don't think other people understand that until they actually go through that process. And when I speak to other naturals, they also feel that as well. And you don't really know what it is, but you feel like something has just been lifted off your shoulders. Sorry, next one. Thank you, Misha. So, this was me in the beginning. I did the big chop, what we naturals refer to as the big chop. Very drastic big chop, twice. And that's because I don't have patience for all this transitioning and putting braids in, and I just did not have the patience. And I decided that I was going to do it just after my birthday. So first one was March 2009. I took a picture on my mobile phone, I sent it out to everyone, and because I'm a media teacher, everyone thought I photoshopped it. They did not believe that I was going to cut off all my hair. Then I did it again in 2009, and you'll find out why in a minute. August 2009. And I put down, I didn't know my hair could do that because I didn't realise that I had all these curls on my hair. Because I put chemicals in my hair the first time I was 14 years old. And I had a curly perm. For some reason my mum said, you're not allowed to relax your hair, but you're allowed a curly perm. And back then it was kind of like a rite of passage. When you got chemicals on your hair, it's like, my afro's gone, look at me. And that's what it was like. So I was like in year 14, year 9? And all these girls had their perms, and I had my afro fighting with my shiny bumps, and I was thinking, this is not fair. So yeah, when I got my curls back, I was like, I didn't know my hair could do this. So next one please, Misha. Okay, but I did make mistakes. So between the first big chop and the second big chop, I made mistakes. I dyed my hair. I thought, you know, a bit of colour. So I started dyeing my hair. It started going dry again. It started breaking. I started researching natural relaxers. Yeah, right. Came up. This one came up, and that's the one I tried. It's called Fresh Look. And basically, there is no such thing as a natural relaxer. There is no such thing. So I cut it all off again, and that made me realise again, it's like, you didn't really let go of anything. Yeah. So it changed my mindset again. But you know, sometimes you have to go through these things. Yep. And another mistake that I made was not giving products a chance. So I was a product junkie just for a short space of time. Buying products, doesn't work, buy another product, doesn't work, buy another product, doesn't work. You need to actually let products have a chance with your hair to see if it's going to work or not. Anything else on that one? No. So then I thought, you know, okay, let's get serious. The second time I cut it off, I thought, no, this is it. I need to think about what it is I'm doing and how I'm supposed to manage this hair and what I'm supposed to put on it. So I started researching ingredients, and I realised that a lot of them were harmful not only to your hair but also to your body in general. So these are some of them listed there. It's not all of them, it's not an exhaustive list, but that's some of them. And these are some of the things that I got rid of. So Apophagy, which is a protein treatment. Now, I know some naturals do use that, but I realised that I had overused Apophagy when I was relaxed, and so that's one of the reasons as well why my hair was breaking, because of the protein. But then there are some ingredients in there that are not good as well. Do Grow. The only one that I remember was mineral oil in Do Grow. So I went through my whole bathroom and I got everything, whether something was in there or not, the product was in the bottle or not. I was like, no, it's not good. I'm throwing it away. It's not going back on my hair. And I brought in new products. So this one, Afro Shampoo Bar, is basically my absolute favourite shampoo bar. I don't really use liquid shampoos a lot. I like to use shampoo bars, and that's from Shea Butter Cottage, and that's my favourite product. Then other products I use are Giovanni and Tresemme Naturals, and I also use Aubrey Organics. But basically, you need to find out what's in your products. And also, just because I'm saying I don't use these, most of those are dangerous, but for example, silicones. Some naturals do use silicones in their hair, but I know my hair does not like silicones, it makes it dry. So you need to find out what works for your hair. Just because someone else said it doesn't work doesn't mean that it's not going to work for your hair. So you need to find out and do your research. The internet, World Wide Web, is out there. Don't rely on someone else to tell you stuff. And sometimes people come up to me and ask me questions, and I think, type that into Google, you can really find out yourself. Yeah, there's so much out there that you can find out about. Or pick up a book, read a book. And also I started creating my own products. And the main reason why I did that is because of my mum. She is someone that's very into alternative health, and she does things like grows her own wheatgrass and juices it, and if you're sick, have a shot of wheatgrass, rub it on your sky, it will go away. She's all like that. Aloe vera, I burnt my finger, get off it, you know. She's like that. And our family doctor will not even write my mum a prescription anymore, because she knows that she will find something else that does it. So I thought, surely if my mum does that with like medicine, I must be able to look at the ingredients on the back of a product and find a natural alternative that does the same. So that's what I started to do, and I'm in the process of trying to launch my own hair care range, hopefully next year. I've already been working on it for 2 years. It does take a really long time because there are lots of legislation within the cosmetics industry, so I do want to get it right. Don't want to mess up anyone's hair when I do release it. So yeah, but I would encourage you all to step into the kitchen and try and create stuff for yourself. It's so easy. Next one, please, Misha.
Sorry, second.
So basically, these are some of the things that you just need a blender. I've put a proper picture of a bain-marie, but you don't need a proper bain-marie. You need a saucepan, a metal bowl. Get your spatula, and these are some of the websites. I don't know if you want to write those down. Those are some of the websites that I get my supplies from. So I would really encourage everyone to give it a go. For example, if you spritz, I know a lot of naturals like spritzing their hair with water. Why spritz your hair with water when you can boil up some herbs? You have to put in a little bit of added extra in there and then spritz that on. I never ever spritz my hair with plain water. I boil up nettle, I boil up horsetail, I boil up burdock root, hibiscus, spread it in your hair. It's so easy. Okay, so just some advice and tips from my own personal point of view and from what I've been through. If you are going natural or going through a natural journey, take pictures of your journey, because it allows you to document your hair length. and shrinkage, I think, is a big issue with naturals. Your hair will shrink up when you wash it and you think it's not growing. But if you take those pictures every time you do your hair, you will realise that it's growing. So for example, my hair's like this right now, but there's a twist that I didn't take out. But if I pull it straight, yeah, it's down here. So shrinkage is really deceiving. Take pictures of your journey so that you actually know that your hair is growing. Another reason for taking pictures of your journey is sometimes you might do a wicked hairstyle and you won't be able to do it again, so take a picture of it. Because sometimes I sit down in front of the mirror, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just put the comb in there and see what happens. Okay, next one. Admire other naturals but love your hair.
That's right.
Your hair is your hair. You need to understand that just because something works in someone else's hair or they've done a particular style in their hair, it might not necessarily work in yours. There's been times when I've looked in the mirror before I've gone to work and I'm thinking my hair looks whack. I really do not like this, but I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to have to work with it. Walk out the door with confidence. By the time I come back home, I've had so many compliments and my students are like, Miss, I really like your hair today. And I'm like, wow, actually looks good, you know? So admire other naturals, but love your hair. Learn to love your hair. Next one. Not every product or hair tool is for you. And it's kind of repeating what I've already said. Not every product is going to work in your hair. You're going to have to, obviously if it has an adverse effect from the first point, then don't use it anymore. But maybe try it out first, see what happens. But sometimes it's not going to work in the same way that it works in someone else's hair. And I say hair tools because I remember, it's probably still going on now, but a lot of people, they really like Denman brushes, and it's like I use a Denman to detangle my hair. I went out and bought a Denman. I use a Tangle Teaser to detangle my hair. I went out and bought a Tangle Teaser. The Tangle Teaser rip up my hair, break off my hair, yeah? So not every tool is for you. The only tool I use now to detangle my hair is fingers. That is what I do.
Simple.
That is what I do. It's shortened down my time in the bathroom. I have less tangles in my hair, and your fingers are more sensitive to you actually feeling a knot in your hair than a comb. Because with a comb, you're just going to literally just go right through. My fingers, I feel, are the best tool, and I've been doing that for months now. Next one. Find your own regimen. A lot of people say, oh, how often do you shampoo your hair, and how often do you deep treat your hair? You need to find out how often you want to wash your hair. Obviously, you can try parts of someone's regimen, but you need to find out, okay, you need to look at your hair and think, okay, maybe I need some oil treatment, maybe I need a protein treatment, but don't think, okay, every 4 weeks I'm going to do a protein treatment, every 2 weeks I'm going to do an oil treatment. You need to find your own kind of regimen. Yeah. Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Afro textured hair has to have moisture in it. You need to be moisturizing every single day. You can either do that with a spritz. Sometimes I don't like using a spritz because it will make my hair frizz up. I will use a lotion that has water as the first ingredient in it. So therefore I know I'm still getting the moisture in there. And also, make sure you moisturize your ends as well. So if I have my hair like this, obviously I've just taken my twists out, but I will go around every single twist and just put a little bit of cream on there and just go around every single night doing that. Use protective styling. Protective styling helps to maintain the length of your hair. It also helps keep your hands out of your hair. So you just, and obviously because I teach, I like to get up in the morning and just go. So I'll do my hair on a Saturday, put it in some kind of style, and I'll leave it for the whole week. And then at the weekend I might take it out and then I've got a twist out or whatever. But I used to think that, protective styling, who cares about protective styling? I liked having my wash and goes and putting gel in my hair. But I've done protective styling for quite a few months now, and I've realised that I am retaining length and it's growing more.
What is protective?
Protective styling, it's you have to put your ends away, literally, to put your ends away so that you're protecting your ends of your hair, and also you're not touching your hair. So to do twists, even to put it back in a bun, put it in braids, even put in extensions, you can always put extensions in for a while. Just a way that you're not touching your hair every single day, and you're also putting your ends away so that you can protect those. Yeah. I think that's my last point there. So this is kind of my saying that I've come up with. Your hair is your crown. Wear it like a queen. And it basically sums up some of the things that we've been speaking about. And I want to read from here so that I don't get it wrong. There's going to be some people out there who may come at you with a negative attitude about the attributes of natural hair. And when that happens, you need to be confident in who you are and why you're natural. Not why someone else is natural, but why you've done it. And I speak for myself here, but thinking back to that Malcolm X clip, I personally like to think of myself as an African queen. And my hair shows my acceptance of self and my separation from the Eurocentric ideals of beauty. And sometimes I feel like if I say that to someone, they'll think that I'm being big-headed. But I do feel like that my hair is a symbol of that. And if you were here at the beginning, you saw those pictures of hair and how the black women did it, and there were all these different styles. They wore them like crowns. Okay, so please, just always remember that your hair is your crown. Wear it like a queen. Okay, last slide. Okay, and just if you want to find me anywhere else or you want to ask me questions, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I've got a blog, and I'm on Twitter. And I hope you enjoyed that. Any questions?
So something about hair, black people's hair, that our hair is just so different. Everybody in this room has got different hair. So that's why it's important to get something that's right for you. Because I find that my hair is very porous. So other people's hair isn't as porous as mine. As porous as it should be. So it's about mine, it's right for you. Such an inspiration to hear your journey, because I've done something similar with my book, Hair Power, Skin Finish, in terms of writing stories. I think we need to do that. Well, we are doing that, just fantastic, sharing and like you said, you make mistakes, which I think we can all relate to. There seems to be this journey of mistakes, and then there's a sense of, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And we want to take time to get to that place where we can let go of that. Because sometimes I can see that you know really that you're actually conscious of doing that. And when you let go of it, don't you feel liberated?
Yeah.
And free in a way that that's the bonus of it all. It's about relating to your own standards. You don't have to be looking at us survival.
Yeah. And another thing about shaving off my hair is that, as I said to you, I did it for vanity. I always thought that it was my hair that made me pretty. And when I shaved off my hair and I could actually see my face, I could realise that my hair didn't make me pretty. It was always there. It was just maybe an enhancement and added, But for some reason, I think it's because people had embedded that into me. Like, oh, your hair's so long, your hair's so nice, you've got good hair. And that's what people say to me. Even now, they'll say, oh, your hair's grown back so quick. Have you always had good hair? And I'll just say to them, what is good hair? What is good hair? So.
Let's give Linda another round of applause.